Welcome to IconicTV, and today we are talking about how you can make your entire year in one quarter. You see, when you are trying to figure out how do I salvage the year? How do I actually hit this is what we're going to talk about today. How do you actually have the ability to make your entire year in one quarter? It works for Amazon. It works for brick and mortar. It works for all kinds of companies. Now I'm going to show you how it will work for you. So bear with us. We are having some challenges here with the internet, but hey, we're still going to go on through. If you want a replay of this, then type hashtag so you can watch this at your convenience. Here's what we want to do today. Let's talk about how we can fix this money issue for today. And as you know, in 30 minutes every week, we are going to add in a new way for you to fix the money problems in your business. And today we're talking about how you can make your quarter in a year. So let's go ahead and move forward with this. And the thing that we're going to do today is we're actually going to use a special formula. All right. So we're going to use a particular formula to make all of this work. And it's actually really quite easy. So this is what we call the SOAR formula. And this formula will work for any part of your business, regardless of what aspect of your business you are trying to grow. And how do you in Q4? This is the goal, all right? And we want you to make more money in the last 3 months of the year than you ever have. And if you can master this, if you can learn, guess what? You can do this quarter after quarter after quarter. All you do this, how to make it really simple for you, because the ability to do this is actually legendary. You can make as much as 40% of your annual sales in just one quarter. In fact, if you look at Amazon, one of the leading companies in the world, do you know they do twice as much sales in November and December than they do all year long? So we could take a lesson from their playbook and we can apply that to our own world, right? So let's go ahead and dive in. What can you do? What's happening now? We're in the last 3 months of the year, right? And a lot of different holidays that are in these times, right? Not only is it those three, but we also have Cyber Monday. We've got Black Friday in there. We have Veterans Day is also in there. And kind of right on the tail end of it all, we have New Year's as well. The question is, which one are you going to pick? All right? Because now is the time. You have to start these early. Anytime you have a big promotion, something that's going to bring you in a lot of sales, you need to set it up properly so that you can achieve the numbers that you want. Now, we use calculate how much a business can make going into a sale. If you realize and you do the numbers and you put in all the variables into the algorithm, you'll figure, okay, just type down below calculator somewhere and we'll get you the calculator so you can see exactly what you need to do to make those kind of numbers for your own business. How to make your quarter make your year in a quarter, okay? And there is a formula. If you can follow something really simple and do it again and again and again and continue to make more and more money each time, wouldn't you do it all the time? All right. So this is the formula that we use with our clients to take them from 6 figures to in a year and often less. Now, the question is, what kind of business do you have and will it work for you? I know that's what you're thinking, but will this work for my business? I'm going to break this down into 4 easy steps so that you can see exactly. Again, this is the formula. Let me make sure you can see it so we can go through all 4 parts of this. All right. So it is what we call the SOAR formula, and it's an acronym for the different stages. So the 4 stages: your market, you have to then dominate your industry, and then you duplicate and you do it again. They have too many things on their plate and lose focus, and so they aren't able to get the kind of numbers that they need. So if you know there's only 40, amazing, exactly what needs to happen for your business. Okay. Now, all of these are in charts. And okay, down below, whether you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or in our Iconic Entrepreneur group, which I hope you join because it's free and we have over 250 different resources and tools at a time. Now, if you want those charts, this is going to outline exactly what I'm showing you here. Okay, so remember, you need a formula, but let's take a look at what is blocking you from actually having the kind of money that you want. What's going to block you from in a quarter as far as your sales go? So if we want to take a quick look at this, I want to ask you a quiz here. Which one are you expect, like, oh my gosh, I have to do this and I have to do this. There's just too much on my plate. Are you spinning? You're going from one project to another, and it's sort of like spinning plates. And if one slows down, oh, you got to touch that again. You can keep adding more and more and more. And maybe you feel like you're just stuck. Like, oh, life left in my business, and maybe the passion isn't even there for you anymore. Or maybe, and that's going to continue to slide, right? So if you're feeling that landslide, maybe it's not so big, but you're noticing you, or they're getting farther ahead. Well, you kind of keep slipping backwards. So if this is a challenge for you, we're going to address those different areas, right? Because it's like this, right? You have all of these. If you take this head, right? Imagine each one is like the S, O, the A, and the R. At some point, you're going to experience all of these problems, right? The question is, which one is it that you're facing right now? What is the number one problem that is coming up for you? What is fix that? Okay. So these are the 4 blocks. I want you to let me know in the comments, which one are you experiencing right now that is killing your ability to profit, killing your ability to have more money in the bank and to actually cross into the next threshold for you, whether that's 6 figures or 7 figures, wherever you're trying to get. Now that you know what is blocking you, now that we have that idea, we want to free you. Okay. And so here's the thing that I want you to understand is there's really only 4 things. So let's go ahead and dive into those. Now, we are going to start with the first one. And the first one is going to be the S. All right. So let's talk about this S. And the S, okay, so if we look at like a block, okay, so this could be your block or it could be your superpower. Okay, I want to figure out the S in this case is going to be you want specialization. how can you be very specialized on what you're going to do? You want to pick your um, promotion. Okay. Are you going to go for Black Friday? Are you going to go for Cyber Monday? Are you going to go for Christmas? What's your big thing? Now, once you know that big area that you want to focus on, you want to be able to specialize. What is the one thing? Okay. And then what is the one big offer that you are going to make? Okay. So specialization, just one thing. See, singularity is the key here. And if you say, okay, I'm going is a fabulous promotion, really hard on that one. Maybe it's a Christmas promotion. October for us is a big deal. That's my birthday. It's the birthday month. We always have amazing, amazing people in October. So what is it for you? You need some lead time. Okay. So figure out what's your specialization. What's the one thing that you're going to do? Let's say, for example, it's Black Friday. And if you want the whole design of everything, so you don't have to sit there and design it, all you have to do is offer it. Okay. And have it customized for you. So you got to figure out, what is that thing? What's my one thing that I'm going to offer, that I'm going to lead with? Because if you give people too many options, a confused mind says no, and specialization. All right. And let me show you how this whole thing looks. Okay. As far as 4 different areas that we can really focus on. And you're going to focus on the people. You're then going to look at your process. Then you're going to look at get the profits. Okay. So this is how we're going to work through this, so that you know exactly how to build out your Q4 and take advantage of all of the different promotions. So if we go forward, now that you know, number one is specialization, what's the one thing that you are going to offer? If you're thinking Black Friday, keep in mind, Black Friday offers are usually smaller, okay? This is usually not the time you lead with a $10,000, $20,000 product, but you can, okay? Because people are in the mood for a quick instant gratification purchase. So this is the time we got to get really clear. When I'm talking about your specialization, get really clear. Make sure people know that you are the expert, you're the authority, and how are you going to attract these people, and who is the audience? Do you have the right product for them? Okay. So you've got to get really clear, and that's what your specialization is all about. Step 2. Okay. The next thing is the O. Okay. So now you've got the O, door. And what you're going to do here is focus on optimization. Now that you know the one thing you're going to do, even if you've offered it before, how can you optimize it? How can you better than anything that is out there? All right. What could you do that is going to disrupt your market? Right? Because this is going to also set you up for the whole year. If you give them something amazing right now, guess what? They become loyal clients. And that's what you want, is a customer. Next step through, there must be a pathway. What is your funnel? How are you going to get those leads, right? You've attracted them. Now you've got to take them somewhere, and you've got to take them down this pathway to your product. They need enough series of to actually fall in love with what you're offering. And if you just think it's going to be a one-hit wonder, right? We always like to say with your offer, don't have sex on the first date with your client. That's the pathway and the platform. Where are you going to deliver this? These are the keys to make that kind of money. Now, this is why I'm talking about it now, because the third step in making your Q4 is amplification. Okay, so you've specialized, you've picked the one thing, you've optimized it, you've made it irresistible. And now we have to amplify. How much can you get this out there? What are the different ways, the different places that you can put this out there to more people to see it, to have greater appreciation, okay? In that property to appreciate. How can you amplify the benefits, the properties? How can you amplify this to the audience? How can you amplify yourself and look bigger? Everything has to be bigger, 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 okay? That's the next way. That's the third step in having. So amplification, okay, this is the project here, okay? How do you do this? How do you get it everywhere? Well, you do need a really good staff. You need amazing people. I have amazing people. Today I have Tally and Angie here. This form, if you want the calculations, the software, the algorithms that we use, so you can put your numbers in before you do your big holiday promotions to know exactly how much money you will get based on how you're planning to. All right, I'm going to advertise here. That's part of amplification. How are you going to advertise this? Is it going to be, there's only 3 ways to advertise into market, right? It's pop marketing. So you're going to do paid promotions, you're going to do partners, or you are going to do organic. Okay, so that's how you're going to grow this thing. That's your amplification model. So do you have the team for it? Do you have a good staff? Now is the time to book that, to find these people, and then the systems. So you've got to have the team. You have somebody doing your sales, so they know what to do. They know what to say. They know how to upsell. They know how to downsell. They know how to create the right bundles. Everything has to be perfect. And then you make a system out of it. And so every sale just is clockwork. It's your project that you have to do. And then what do we go next into? We go into this 4th step, okay? This is the R, all right? This is the R. That's the realization. This is where you start getting the profits, okay? How can you take that and apply it from one side to another? How can you go into different verticals so that you can have more and more profits? Because the with you again and again and again, okay? So these are the 4 steps. So do you remember those? Okay, so step 1 is specialization. All of this spells the word SOAR, right? And specialization is number 1. Then you have optimization, okay? Make it perfect. Make it better than anybody else. You have to disrupt your market by making it significantly better than anything somebody can see on the market. Okay, and then so you're making the systems to make this happen. And then how can you expand it? How can you upsell? How can you then go into an ascension model, right? But you have to start at a decent level. And that's where you get all the contribution you can do this you have in one step. Okay, what you can do is there is a quiz. You can take a quiz just like I asked you in the beginning. What of the 4 stages? There's 4. Then you have to just figure out from the quiz that will give you, how do you fix it? Okay, you'll only have one block. Some people think, I've all the kind of money and having the kind of business and the kind of freedom that you really want. And if you know what the answer is, if you know the antidote, then you can use that, okay? And when you're building your Q4 year, then all you have to do is focus on your one strength. Everybody has their own kryptonite. Okay, on one side there's the kryptonite, and on the other side is your superpower. And what you want to do is make sure that your kryptonite isn't high, right? You want your superpower to be high and get rid of the kryptonite, the thing that's holding you back. That's what the quiz will do. And then you can actually get all of the charts with it, okay? And it's all even on a podcast. If you want to listen to the book, you can listen to it on the podcast. Everything is there. All you have to do is type hashtag SOAR, and we will get to you. And we'll also give access to the calculator. You can calculate your profits before you ever do it. If you're doing that, that is setting yourself up for failure, right? So that's how simple it is. If you want this, see here, you can see you have a problem and there's a solution. Problem, solution. The question is, which one is your big problem? Is it S? Is it O? And there's 3 levels of it. There's a basic version of this. This is what I'm teaching you. That's all you need to know to make a whole bunch of money. Okay. We've done this with 32 different industries. I've done this for 20 years. I built 5 multi-million-dollar companies just using a 4-step formula. It's that easy to make $1 million from zero. Okay. So if you don't even have an idea yet, what's my promotion? What should I do? Come talk to us. Just connect with us. Type down below, I need a call, I need something, I need help. And we'll hop on a quick 10-minute call. Don't worry, don't bring your wallet. I can't sell you anything in 10 minutes. I'm good, but I'm not that good. And if I can give you 10 minutes and you can have a phenomenal year, wouldn't that be worth it? There's no excuse, right? Grab the book, or you get the quiz, or you get all the charts in between and you do it all by yourself. Or if you want our help, that's how we take people to 7 figures. We use this exact formula. And all we want you to do is have a go ahead and figure out, tell us, what do you need? Which part of this formula do you need? Because it's right now, the last 3 months of the year, this is the time. You have to prepare for you to prosper. So go ahead and get your SOAR bundle, and I want you to have an incredible Q4. So remember, in order to soar, you must do less, not more. We'll see you guys next week for the next 30-minute money fix. And as you can see, this is so easy. It doesn't take long to do. It doesn't take long to explain. The question is, are you going to do it? Do you want to make what you could in an entire year in the last 2 to 3 months of this year? Do it once and you can do it quarter after quarter after quarter. We'll see you next week for the next money fix.